Little warriors, how is everyone tonight? I hope you're having a really good night so far. I just wanted to quickly talk to you about changing your story. So today I had a full day of clients and all of them were completely in their head, playing out the same story that they've been playing out for a long time, thinking about all of the things from the past that had happened to them, talking about all of the things from the past that had happened to them. Hi Steve, how you going? So as the sessions progressed, I noticed that they were unconsciously slipping into a negative thought pattern. And that thought pattern, the way that the thought pattern would go is that they would start talking and they would begin to talk about the things that had happened to them and how it was affecting them and why it had happened and what they were trying to figure out. And what that does is it creates more of that. So when you're in that negative state, the energy that you're putting out is negative. Everything you do is infused with that negativity. And so what's really important is that you begin to tell a different story, in a positive way. So I'll give you an example. Hello, Alex. How are you, darling heart? So I'll give you an example. Or actually, before I give you an example, just think about how often in a week or in a day you would be telling a story of what happened to you. Or if you're jumping on, just drop me a like or say hi so I know that you're here. I can't always see who's on. So I'm just saying, think about in a day, how many times you would talk about something negative that happened to you from the past? How many times in a week would you talk about something negative from your past? Or how many times in a day or a week are you thinking about how shit went wrong in the past, right? Because whatever you are thinking, you are creating. So if you are finding yourself surrounded by chaos, then you're probably going to be creating more chaos because you're thinking about, why is this happening to me? Why is this happening to me? Why is this happening to me? So you're surrounded by chaos because it's somewhere within you, things are chaotic. So the outside world is really a representation of what is going on within us. So if your car's a mess, and you've got empty bottles in it and you've got, I don't know, whatever you've got in your car and it is a mess, your vehicle is how you get through life. It is how you drive yourself through this world. That's what your vehicle is a representation of. So it's if it's messy and dirty or it's falling apart, then it's a representation of you in some way. So you know that I talk a lot about mirrors and how people reflect things back to us. It's really important to begin to look at that, but not to dwell on it, to just pull the lesson out of it and then keep going, So back to changing the story. So let me give you an example. So I fell over last week and I broke my leg, and then when I had broken my leg, the ambulance took 3 hours to get there, and then they didn't even give me any pain relief, and it wasn't until I got to the hospital that they gave me pain relief. And so I'm talking about a negative story about something that happened to me and how I was poorly treated because I didn't get any medicine straight away and Now sometimes we'll tell that story for years and years and years, and then my leg's still sore and this happened 15 years ago, but if only they'd just taken better care of me straight away and And so we continue, and unconsciously we're telling this story about something that happened 15 years ago that we're thinking about over and over and over in our head. So, and now we can't fix our leg and it's in pain and we don't know what to do. So how do we change that story? So we begin telling a different story. We stop talking about that story, because whatever you talk about, you attract. And it is really, really, really evident in what happens to us. And it all relates back to our thoughts, what we say, and how we feel. So how do we change the story? I am now finding ways to help heal the pain in my leg. Yeah, I now find ways, life becomes easier for me each and every day. As I travel in my clean car on this journey, I experience people who come into my life who are here to support me, who are here to guide me, who are here to help me find more ways to heal my leg. So that's how you change the story and you stop talking about the negative story. It's really important to begin to notice how you are using your word from your mouth and how you're using your thoughts to manifest your present state and your future reality. So I just wanted to talk about that because I think it's really important. And I did some tapping with my clients today, and as we tapped on all the positives and how they want to feel, like they wanted to feel clear and they wanted to feel present and they wanted to feel powerful. And as we began to tap through all these emotions, they started to physically look different because they had changed the energy that was flowing through their body. It was no longer one of stress and suffering and grief and regret, but it was now one of power, presence, kindness, clarity. And as they were tapping on these positive emotions, their whole face was changing. It was really, really amazing. So I invite you to try this. I invite you to try telling a different story. Yeah, just start from right now. When you are telling your new story, one of you being happier and more connected and being able to communicate people better to the people in your life that you love, you need to use only positive words. Yeah, and just be really mindful and watch yourself if you begin to slip back into the past. So drop me a comment below if this has helped. If you have taken some message from it, just drop it below so that I know that these videos are helping you. And I'm sending you lots of love, and I will speak to you guys really soon.